Inside the transition, what it really feels like to die. The Final Frontier, an evidence-based journey through the biological and psychological process of passing on. Death is the one universal experience that binds every living creature on Earth, yet it remains shrouded in mystery, folklore, and an instinctive, quiet fear. For centuries, we have looked toward the heavens or deep within our souls for answers. Today, however, we are looking at the monitor screens in intensive care units and the intricate neurological mapping of the brain. In recent years, the scientific community has moved closer than ever to answering the ultimate question: what does it actually feel like? By piecing together the biological steps of organ failure with the neurological fireworks of the dying brain, we can now outline the journey of the Great Transition. Phase 1. The gentle slowdown. Before the body reaches its final moments, it enters what clinicians call the pre-active phase of dying. This can last for weeks or days. The primary sensation here is a profound, heavy fatigue, a tiredness that sleep can no longer remedy. The appetite wanes. As the body prepares to shut down, it no longer requires the same fuel. Digestion slows, and the desire for food or water naturally disappears. The social shift. Many people report a turning inward. The focus shifts from the external world to an internal landscape of memories and contemplation. Death is not a sudden cliff, but a fading horizon where the senses slowly surrender to silence. Phase 2. Active dying. In the final hours, the biological process accelerates. Scientists have observed that the body's physiological changes during this time are often more distressing to onlookers than to the person passing away. The breath and the senses. One of the most striking findings in palliative care research is the order in which senses depart. It is widely believed, and supported by brain activity monitors, that hearing is the very last sense to go. One, vision begins to blur and dim into a tunnel-like perspective. 2, touch diminishes as circulation pulls away from the extremities to protect the heart and brain. 3, brain waves indicate that even if someone is unresponsive, they can likely still hear the voices of loved ones. The brain's final symphony. What happens inside the mind at the precise moment of death? This is perhaps the most fascinating area of recent research. In 2022, a team of scientists inadvertently recorded the brain activity of an 87-year-old patient who passed away while connected to an EEG machine. Gamma oscillations. The Life Review. The researchers observed a surge in gamma waves, the same type of brain activity associated with memory retrieval, dreaming, and high-level information processing. This suggests that the life flashing before your eyes phenomenon may be a biological reality, as the brain searches through decades of neural storage one last time. Far from being a terrifying blackout, the transition may feel more like a heightened state of consciousness or a vivid lucid dream. This surge of endorphins and neurotransmitters could explain why those who have had near-death experiences, NDEs, often report feelings of overwhelming peace, euphoria, and light. Common reported sensations: a blissful warmth, total pain relief, the tunnel effect, presence of ancestors, vivid colors. Does it hurt? This is the primary fear for many. However, medical professionals distinguish between dying from an event, like an injury, and the process of dying itself. As the body enters its final stage, it releases its own natural painkillers, endorphins, which can create a numbing effect. Most people who have been near death say that as they got closer to the edge, the pain actually vanished, replaced by a profound sense of detachment and calm. Key insights from modern research. The body begins a planned shutdown process that reduces the need for fuel and social movement. Hearing is the last sense to remain functional, allowing for final emotional connections. A surge in gamma brainwaves suggests a high-energy mental state during the transition. The biological response is often geared toward comfort through the release of endorphins. A natural conclusion. While the biological mechanics of death are becoming clearer, the experience itself remains a deeply personal and profound event. Science suggests that rather than a moment of horror, death is a highly regulated, remarkably peaceful biological transition, the body's final, sophisticated way of letting go. Subscribe.